don't bring exes. That makes me moody. Because whenever I have contacted them, it has been as a friend. When you have contacted your exes was, for example, to send naked pictures of me. Those pictures to my current job at the time, and I got fired from my teacher's job.
Did you say anything?
Gino and Jasmine, we're back here again. We're back at the stage where they are literally ripping each other's heads off. I mean, listen, I get it. I understand it. You know. But how many times they're going to keep talking about exes? But then again, of course, because Jasmine still has Dane in her life, the conversation of exes is always going to be relevant. And the fact that Dane even paid $2K to help her get a whole butt situation, the conversation is always going to be relevant. But the way this conversation went and the way he started was very unnecessary. And then what Gino has to say next, like, come on, bro. Be smarter than this.
To provoke it?
What did you say?
Did you say anything to provoke the fight?
What did you say? I provoked her.
No, I asked you, did you provoke something or did she start attacking you over nothing?
Wow.
Was there anything did you...
I'm not going to lie to you. As I was watching this, I was thinking to myself, is this guy really asking her this? He's really sitting there saying that, did she provoke his ex, the one that he sent pictures to, that allegedly got her to lose her job? I say allegedly because rumor has it that she actually left her job because she just wanted to be codependent on Gino. But anyway, interesting.
Wow. Insulting my physical appearance? She was making ugly comments about my the ones that you sent, and she look at, really asking me if I provoke her. All the
Stop
trauma
getting out of control.
went through.
You're way out of control. Way out of your...
Because you're stupid, man, that I went through.
Yeah.
And the whole world knew about what
Yeah.
you did to me. And she sent my naked pictures to every blogger she knew.
Right.
Now, I don't know about this whole blogger situation. I mean, obviously, clearly, I definitely wasn't one of those people, but I would imagine that these pictures would have surfaced online. Now, I personally haven't come across these pictures anywhere at the time when they came out, you know? So if these pictures really did get surfaced to bloggers, like, did anybody actually see them? Because I don't know if there's truth into what she's saying, to be honest with you. Because Jasmine says a whole lot of things, but it doesn't mean that she's saying a whole lot of truth. Let's just keep that in mind at all times. I mean, listen, she's a crazy woman right now with a knife. Yeah. So let's just all tread carefully because we don't want to get by Jasmine.
Asking if I provoke her.
Talking for the initial goddamn conversation, did she come out and start attacking you or did you say something to her?
I wish I had done that last night. I wish. That's the only thing I regret in life, not him so good as we used to every time we
Yeah, I would.
no doubt about
You're a
Day.
lot better than
I
me.
have no doubt about Day being great, but what about you?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
You're
Yeah.
trash.
So she basically confirms that Gino is trash in bed. So why does she always want to sleep with him? Why is she always complaining about you don't give me enough sex? Honestly, man, I feel like I'm watching two young children having arguments. Because honestly, the things that they argue about in terms of the whole intimacy thing, that's just such a teenage thing. But in terms of the conversation with the whole, you know, ex situation, that yeah, this is definitely a conversation that is needed. But hey, let's see where this goes.
I'm not gonna get married to this idiot. I don't want to marry him. I don't want to step into a marriage like that.
When she says, I don't want to marry him, I don't want to step into a marriage like that, what type of marriage is she talking about? Is she talking about the type of marriage that she's in because she's batshit crazy? Or is she talking about marriage just for Gino? I'm just curious because, you know, how can she say I don't want to be in a marriage like that when she's the one that's the most unhinged one in the relationship? Don't get me wrong, Gino did himself no favors by gaslighting her and started talking about, did you provoke his ex? That's like one of the most irrelevant conversations ever. Why would you even ask that question? Did she provoke you? What? That is nuts. Like, bro, you provoked her by sending the pictures alone. That's more than enough for her to be provoked. Ugh.
But this is typical in our relationship. Normally, Jasmine is okay if you give her enough time to cool off. That's what I think I need to do now is let her chill out and I can like talk to her and like, you know. I know what you went through was terrible. Don't get me wrong.
And it was everything because of what you did.
I know it was terrible and yeah.
You know, it was not something like, when I have done things to you, I'm sorry for going on a goodbye dinner to Dan, making that be an excuse why I accepted $2,000 when in my heart I know that I was wrong.
Isn't it crazy when somebody does something, but they know they're in the wrong? I mean, just so you know, Gino did apologize first, and then Jasmine apologizes after. But I find that very interesting when people do that. If I know that I'm going to be in the wrong with something, then why am I going to do it? Why am I going to put myself in that predicament? I'm not, because I'm not an idiot. I'm not a fool. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so make it make sense. Why do that to yourself? That's the part that I want to know. That's what I cannot fathom. Just make that make sense. Why? The level of stupidity doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest with you. Honestly, when people apologize for things and they say, I know I was in the wrong, but yet they would pretend as if they were never in the wrong the whole time, blows my mind.
I know that my ex hurt you, but, you know, David, I think you have to end your relationship with him because you don't want me to have a relationship with my exes.
Babe, I think you should. I think you think. No, you don't think she should.
In a very short period of time, and I just wanted to say thank you for being such an amazing human being. However, I am leaving you this message to let you know that we won't be able to communicate because, as you might already know, my priority, he is my priority. And you as a guy might understand you. I don't think that's a future wife being so close to an ex, right? And even though you know that we are just friends, we have always been just good friends. I'm doing this because I want to show to Gino how much this is my goodbye to you. I wish you nothing but the best. And so, bye. Have a nice life.
I mean, listen. So she's done the deed. She rang him, left him a voice note, and then that's where we are. Interesting. I really wonder if it's true, to be honest with you. But either way, though, this is where we are, where she's had to obviously, you know, go out of her way to leave him a voice note. And the voice note was very interesting, to be fair. Very, very interesting. I mean, to be honest with you, like, I wouldn't get myself in this situation because I'm not friends with exes. You know, that's just that. But if I were, and then I met someone new, I probably just wouldn't speak to them. I don't know why I'm giving them a message for. I mean, if you're giving someone a message, it clearly means there's something that you've been doing that has led that person on to stay in your life. You see what I'm saying? Like, you take 2K from this man and then you tell him that, hey, I'm going to have to basically dump you now, properly, like completely. That is weird. There's something about this scene that just didn't make sense to me. There's something about that just did not make sense because in reality, how are you even in this position? How did it even come to this? You know? Sometimes there are certain things in life that are very hard to process and to understand. And the reason why they can be hard to process and understand is because you don't have all the context that you need. And all I'm saying is that in this situation here, we don't have the context that we need, or at least I don't have the context that I need, because the voice note for me was very, very suspicious with the way she worded a lot of things. It's as if she's worded things as if, like, I'm just saying this now in a way that I know you know that I'm not being serious. I don't know. I just don't trust Jasmine. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about him again at some point, you know, within their storyline, whether that be this season or, unluckily for us, another season that they bring them back again, because let's be real, their season has been so hectic that it's evident that they can be back again for another season. If anything, we might even see these two on the last resort. I'm expecting to see them on the last resort, to be honest with you. And then even that, we'll probably still see them again anyway. But hey, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on the scenario here, on the situation that went down with Jasmine and Gino here. Do you think her message to Dane was a genuine one? Do you think that this is now it because man literally just gave her 2K? Let's just let that sink in. But either way, let me let you guys go. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.